And I stayed at the coworker's house last night in the driveway, and we got to go. I tried to go in to use the restroom, but she had locked the door, which is not abnormal, so I went to the back door and she locked it, which I think is really weird because a while ago she told me she literally never locks that door. So I kind of feel not welcome. I don't know. I'm gonna try not to make any assumptions. But honestly, I really have to pee. So I wasn't expecting that. So I need to go somewhere quick. So today, the 5 things I need to get done is I need to go to the bank and cash the check, go to the dog park. I need to go to my storage unit because I'm almost out of shampoo out of my bathroom bag at work. So I need to see if I have shampoo there, because I do have some bathroom stuff stored, but I'm not entirely sure if I have shampoo. So I'm gonna see if I have shampoo there first, and if I don't, then I'll go to the store and get it. And then the 4th thing, I definitely need to go to the store today. Yesterday I did not go to the store, get any fruits and veggies, which is fine. I still have plenty of food. I was able to eat, but no procrastination too. The 5th thing, what do I need to do? Ooh, I need to clean up the front of the van now. Yesterday I cleaned the back of the van, really proud of myself, pat on the back, but now I need to clean up the front. Those are my 5 things for today. I feel defeated today. Ugh. Okay. I think it's time to go to the dog park. I need to walk it out. Nothing is really working out today. Went to the store because I had to buy shampoo because I didn't have any at the storage unit, and my nose was leaking the entire time, and I didn't have any tissue. I feel gross. I went ahead and got some cold medicine, so that's good. Next, I have this Chase card through Amazon, and the payments weren't going through for some reason. So I tried to go online. That was a whole hassle trying to get there. But they're not accepting my bank account number. I'm assuming it's because, you know how on your checks, your account number is longer than the account number that they provide to you. Stupid. Why not just have one account number? Why are there 2 different versions of your account number? Anyways, so I go to the bank to cash my check and get my account number. Guess what's closed? For a holiday, I guess. I'm assuming Valentine's Day is. I am just going to go to the dog park and try to turn this around. Amor is soaked right now. I didn't think this through. I do have a towel for her, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna dry in time. I don't want my bed to get wet. That's all thought. Look at Ginger. She's so cute. Exploring. I'm gonna start my next book. I'm pausing on the one I was reading, No One's Coming to Save You, because there's work that needs to be done throughout the book. So while I'm working on that stuff, I'm going to read Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, Informal Talks on Zen Meditation and Practice. Yeah, see how it goes. I've been working on figuring out my core values, so I went through a long list of different core values just online. And I wrote down 8 that stuck out to me, and 8 just so happens to be my favorite number, so I stuck with it. And then I just reordered them based on, like, here and now, what tends to be most important. That was rude. So the first one being adaptability. The ability to adjust thoughts and behaviors to respond to new information, uncertainty, or changed circumstances. It's basically been my whole life is adapting to new circumstances. Curiosity. The strong desire to know or learn something. I'm constantly trying to learn. Reading books is newer to me. I used to not read books because I would get very frustrated because I don't have the attention span for it. But I'm trying to train my brain to slow down, and that's why I read out loud, and I usually follow my finger. Learning. The process of gaining new knowledge, skills, or behaviors. That's story of my life. Well, recently anyways. I take online courses through sophia.org, and it's like $99 a month or something. And you can take a bunch of different courses. I've passed about, 5 or 6. They're not leading towards anything. They're just subjects that I was curious about and wanted to delve into. Growth. The process of developing new skills, behaviors, actions, attitudes, habits, and reactions to benefit certain aspects of your life. Growth recently has been extremely important to me. I have, mental health issues, chemical imbalances, if you will. And it was starting to lead me down wrong paths, and it has since affected my life greatly, hence living in my minivan. Which is not actually a bad thing, you know why? Because I'm adaptable. Having to move into my minivan, it's going to change the trajectory of my entire life, and I think it's actually for the better, to be honest. And then we got inner harmony. Feeling of peace and balance that comes from accepting yourself and the world around you. This is a hard one for me, but it's become extremely important to me. I sometimes still do, but used to hate myself so much and not understand why I am the way I am, and I judge myself so greatly. And especially when other people judge me, I'm like, yep, I agree, and I dig into it even deeper. So I want to get to the point where I do have inner peace, I'm okay with myself, and also accepting the people around me with all of their faults. I want to get to that point, so I'm working on it, reading a lot of books that will potentially help that. And then meditation is going to go along with that as well. Challenge. Task or situation that tests someone's abilities. There are so many things that I learn, but I want to be able to test myself challenge myself to go even farther, push boundaries, because just because you learn one thing doesn't mean that's the end all be all. It's forever changing, and you can progress, but you don't want to get stale. So you have to challenge yourself. Service. Action of helping or doing work for someone. I want to get more into service for others in a volunteering aspect. I do like to help other people. It's actually been one of my weaknesses, is I would help too much. Like, I would take on their issues as my own, even though they're not. And I would consistently get taken advantage of for that. And so I need to find a way to balance that, set boundaries, and realize that they're not my problems, but I can help. I just need to set boundaries on the service that I provide. But it is important to me, it really always has been. Last but not least, adventure. Exciting or unusual experience that involves risk or danger. I don't always really consider the entirety of the risks for the adventures I take, but nonetheless, they've always ended up being worth it. For one example, I went to Thailand with the To Be Better podcast people, Chris and Peach. I had no idea who they really were or who the people I was going with, and it was my first international trip, but I had no qualms with going, like, I just did it because why not? We all die eventually, and if that's the way I go, at least I did something adventurous, right? Like, I didn't just stay here and mope. I got up and did something with my life, experienced new things and new people that are like-minded. So those are my 8 core values. Now I have it all listed out here, and I'm going to keep it in my notes, and I'm going to try to go over them every once in a while and remember who I am and where I'm going with my core values, because that's ultimately going to decide where I end up and what I do with my life, right? So this is one step closer to figuring out who I am. Now I just need to delve deeper into each one of these, not just go with the definition of what they are and call it a day. I gotta challenge myself and make sure that I'm actually sticking to them. And if it changes, it changes, right? Like, then I'll cross one out and put in a new one. Or maybe I'll just go down and condense my list to see what's actually truly most important. But right now, I feel like all 8 of these resonate so much. So we're gonna go with this. So that's my homework, some of my homework from the book I'm reading, No One Is Coming to Save You by Christopher Burkett. And tomorrow we shall work on the next.